The word obsession encompasses the mindset of everyone at Mossy Oak. We obsess over hiding from, chasing, and conserving the critters we pursue. In this episode, we follow 15-time Grammy Award-winning musician Barry Bales on his 6th-generation farm as we dive into his obsession of farming, music, and the outdoors. This is The Obsessed.
Bales Farms is our family's home place. My great-great-grandfather bought this place, and it's been in our family since 1882. My son Marshall, he's the 6th generation to live here. I spent the vast majority of my childhood here. My grandparents lived here. I loved them dearly and loved being with them. My grandfather was my hero. He was a farmer and a carpenter. And I would come down and stay every second that I had the opportunity and just follow him around. We had beef cattle, we had horses. Just a very idyllic childhood to me for my personality and for what I like and what I think is important. In an effort to be able to be more choosy about touring and being on the road and being away from home and away from my family, we are farming heavier than we ever have and more than we ever dreamed we would. We are raising chickens, pigs, cattle, solely pasture-based operation, grass-fed beef. All of our poultry is out on pasture, as we like to say, out in the grass, fresh air, and sunshine. There's a lot of demand, and we're kind of having a hard time keeping up just because it's doing so well, and people are really starting to catch up with those of us that have always been hunters and outdoorsmen. People really want to know where their food comes from now. It all really got started because when Marshall came along, I wanted him to have a taste of the life that I had growing up here on the farm. My main day job, you might say, I've been a professional musician for, this year will be 30 years. And I got started down that path. My dad played guitar and mandolin and was very accomplished. So when I was about 10 years old, I went to him and wanted him to teach me to play the guitar. He said I should take lessons professionally from somebody that was an actual guitar teacher, which I did. I don't really remember the exact day or what it was, but eventually something clicked. I was consumed with it, and there was a local music store in Kingsport, Tennessee, where I grew up, which is where all the bluegrass guys would go and hang out on Saturdays, and got to know a lot of friends that became great friends and also became bandmates. Other professional musicians went on to do similar things like myself. That led to my first gig in a local band. One thing led to another, and I got the call to join Allison Krauss and Union Station. And in hindsight, I remember now, I never asked anything. I never asked what I was going to be making. I never asked anything. I just said yes. The first year I was in the band, we were gone well over 300 days on the road. And we loved it. We were all kids, didn't have families, just like a bunch of gypsies out there. It was great. Through being in that band and the opportunities that I've had, I've gotten to do a lot of recording sessions for other artists, touring with other artists. Got to be a part of some movie soundtracks. One of the biggest was in and on and around the production of the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, and be on the soundtrack for that, which Man of Constant Sorrow, everybody knows that song. That was a huge shot in the arm for all of us and for our type of music. The traveling kind of gets old after a while, so that has sort of brought on our increased intentionality here at the farm. The word obsessed, when I think of the word obsessed, I of course apply it to myself and my situation and my surroundings. I'm obsessed with turkey hunting, dove hunting. I think about and obsess over waterfowl hunting. I think about it all the time. I love everything about it. I love the birds. I love the history of it. I love the mystery of the migration. Literally every day I'm thinking of a way that I could improve my hunting property, and so when you continue to think about stuff like that on a daily basis, I think that qualifies as obsession. I'm obsessed with taking care of this land. It means so much to me, the history that I have here and what it's done for me and meant to me. I literally have trouble falling asleep most nights thinking about things that I want to do and practices that I want to implement and ways that I can make this better. We started this farm, as I said, one of the main reasons that I got to where I am now is because of my obsession with trying to be the best dad that I can and raising Marshall to where he has the right tools and the right experiences and the right skills when he grows up to go and do anything he wants to do and be successful in his life. I'm Barry Bales, and I am obsessed.